Welcome along to Steve White Driver Training's video library, and we're going to look at some snow driving techniques today. It's been a bad couple of days for snow. There's quite a lot of snow on the roads, although because it's been a couple of days since the snow fell, the main roads are fairly clear, but it means of course that the side roads are probably going to be still a little bit slushy and unnavigable. So we're going to have a look at some of the best tips to keep you safe on the roads. And the main three things to bear in mind are that the loss of control on the vehicle are down to three elements: so harsh acceleration, harsh braking and harsh steering. So the golden rule is keep everything nice and early, get your mirrors checked, get your routine in, your mirrors, signal, position, speed, look routine, your junction routine, or MSM, your hazard routine. Get that in nice and early. As soon as you spot anything that's a hazard, it's really important that you brake over a longer distance but more gently than you normally would on a dry or a slightly wet road. Remember, stopping distances are increased by 10 times in snow or ice. Hazards that you're likely to see: footpaths are fairly bad. You can see the footpath on the left hand side by the blue car is fairly bad. So you're likely to see pedestrians maybe walking on the road. You're also likely to see more cars parked at the side of the road because side roads are unpassable and people want to get out to work, so they're going to park at the side of the road, which is going to cause us a greater hazard as well. So making sure you keep a metre at least away from any parked cars left or right, watching out for hazards and making sure that your routine is brought in a lot earlier than you normally would. Okay, so we're going to move off. We're going to be having a quick drive around the block, and as you normally would, same routines for moving off, just really good observations, checking for anything that could be a problem. Now I'm going to turn right off this main road onto a side street, so mirrors and signal nice and early, but I'm now starting to scan to the right into the road that I'm going to be driving into to see what that's like. Now, looking at this road ahead now, it looks initially fairly clear, but as you can see just past the road on the left, it's fairly covered in ice. So, still passable. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it in first gear now because it is downhill, and first gear is going to keep my speed locked and fairly consistent. Now the last thing that I want to do really on this road now is brake too much, because if I do brake too much then I'm going to lock the wheels up. The car to the left, it's got its brake lights on, we know where his right foot is, he's not moving as it stands at the moment, so I'm just keeping my speed. I'm doing about 5 miles an hour at the moment, so I'm getting my speed nice and slow. I'm going to be turning left, so again fairly icy on this corner, so mirrors and signalling plenty of time. You can see roadworks actually to the left, which is going to narrow the road even more, but it looks fine, absolutely clear, well ahead. Slightly clearer road for the time being. I'm going to take the next road on the left. Now this one looks fairly bad. I'm going to keep it in second gear here. Now it looks fairly bad, quite a lot of ice on the road now, a lot of traffic's been up and compacted the ice, but as long as I keep the car moving I should be okay. The last thing really I want to do now is stop. So I'm just moving along. I'm doing about 10 miles an hour. I'm in second gear because that gives less wheel spin but more traction. Although it's a powerful gear, it's not a massively powerful gear. Pedestrians at the top with the sledge. Hopefully I'll get there before after they've gone rather. And I'm going to turn left at the end. Try and keep the car moving if I can. Yeah, it is nice and clear. I popped it in first gear there because it is quite uphill. Second gear probably wouldn't have got me up there, so you know, never say that you won't use first gear in snow or ice. So I'm going to turn right. Car just coming into the right. Fell back for me, so everything fine. And then again we're going to go left at the end of this road, looking into the road that we're going to be joining into and emerging into. Looks reasonably clear. Again, just a peep and creep, trying to keep the car moving if I can. It's clear both ways. Careful of the pedestrian crossing as I emerge, and away we go. So there you go, just a short 2-minute video on keeping the roads nice and safe by looking well ahead and planning and keeping your speed appropriate for the roads that you're driving on. More details on the website. It's stevewhitedrivertraining.co.uk. Thanks for watching.